this is an exciting time for teachers, and as I I work in our BCTF building and I speak with teachers. Teachers are now they're feeling, they said, as of November 10th, when the decision was rendered, everyone was very excited. But as of Saturday, when the teachers were able to view the agreement in committee, and which is what it's called, the compliance in committee, we now have teachers who are now excited to think that we're going to see upwards. We have an immediate restoration of $50 million, hiring up to 1,000 teachers, for non-enrolling teachers being our specialist teachers, our teacher librarians, special education teachers, counselors, and so forth, English language learner teachers. But the agreement in committee provides for this full restoration of language, including all the district language, including all the superior language, meaning that language where districts actually had it was better language than the provincial language. So we can expect to see, and we saw this with the budget that was recently presented, that we can expect to see an annualization of the commitment to this language in terms of staffing. We can expect to see that we're going to see the non-enrolling specialist teachers return to the classrooms and to schools. We can expect to see class sizes capped at the levels that are set out in the language. And where districts have class composition language, we can expect to see that those classrooms are going to have the appropriate balance of children with respect to needs and resources and services. We can expect, the projections that we can expect in terms of specialist teachers is around 1,700 specialist teachers. That's the provincial and projections and our projections where we're looking at. But it's again going to depend on districts and how they implement that funding. Districts have the purview to do the hiring and whatnot within the collective agreement provisions, as you said, and also we'll be having, because class sizes will be reduced, we can expect the hiring of classroom teachers, because where we were once squeezing 28 children into a classroom, we will be adhering to class size language around kindergarten and intermediate classrooms and other classrooms where we have class size limits. So we're going to need to be hiring more classroom teachers because we simply now can't, it's not going to be permitted to squeeze children into classrooms with one teacher. We're going to have to hire others. In total, we saw, I'll just flip over here so you can get a sense. And this is what we saw in terms of the reductions of specialist teachers. And so just around 1,700 specialist teachers in total have been removed from the system from 2001 to 2015-16, and an additional 2,000 classroom teachers. So anywhere circa that 2,000 mark. It depends on demographics, and it depends on schools and districts and where classroom teachers will be needed to be added. But if I as a guess, I would say somewhere between 1,500 and 2,500. Absolutely. In terms of children who are either children in gray area, children who are not diagnosed and designated, those are children still that we're going to be needing to be in terms of our advocacy efforts, because they are not covered by this in the sense of we don't have designations for children. Our funding model, as John was explaining, does not address these children. So learning assistance teachers who once were these teachers who would deal with children who may not be designated but may have learning difficulties and challenges that need to be addressed. Those learning assistance teachers will do that. But children with special needs who now are under-resourced, under-supported, again, by the inclusion of special education teachers and counselors and English language learner teachers, will all begin to address the very severe deficits that our children with special needs have been enduring over the last 16 years.